Hey guys, it's Brian here. The official deadline for choosing your path has passed, and now we will be getting into the semester. So basically, even if you haven't chose a path, you can still get into it if you want to tell your friends. But now I'm going to explain how attendance is going to work, what's going to be happening just through the semester, and what tools you should need. So let's get started. I'll try to be really quick and brief. This Google Doc will be linked to you, so if you do not want to watch the video, that is okay. You can just look at the Google Doc. There's a table of contents. Okay, so to get started, before you start any path, I need you to take this course. Listen, I know you've been studying for a while. I know you've been to John Jay, you've been through high school. People have taught you how to study, but with this course, it's really going to be your bread and butter. You're going to be investing a lot of time and resources. So I need you to be an expert at studying because we're going to be going through this pretty fast, and I want to make sure you remember everything. We're not just going through it just for their certification or just so we can be part of the club. I need you to really know what you're learning, and this will help you in the long run, as this is really just a beginning step. And from this point on, it's really just lifelong learning. So these are the many skills that you'll need. And also, make sure that you vote in the Discord announcements. By Monday, I will let you guys know if we change the meetings to Thursday or if we keep it to Friday. So please let me know. I just want to get the most people in person. Okay, so now paths. Recommended tools. So these are the tools I use throughout my academic and like cybersecurity training. Obsidian, note taking, cherry tree, yada yada yada. You can find each link to download it by clicking the name or the highlighted areas. You can just read through this. I really recommend all these tools because they help me either save time, they keep me organized, or you just need it. Especially like something like Flameshot. You're gonna be doing MS scans and you take a picture of it to do reports. So, and then there's like other side things like Trello. This is what I use to track my homework. Any projects I'm working on, really, really good. GitHub required, VMware. For flavors of Linux, you can either choose Kali Linux or Pear for Red Team. They're both equally as good. Whatever's your preference. I would go with Kali Linux if I were you, but you can go with Pear as well if you're using it, or your own flavor, whatever you're comfortable with. And if you're more on the blue team side, you can use Security Onion. This is more for if you're strictly blue and you're really going to be doing log analysis, network traffic analysis, yada yada yada. So, and then in each path there will be a video that I'll be posting that will be pinned that describes the benefits and the disadvantages of the path and what you will be going through and the associated costs. I recommend before starting. If you didn't even if you did or did not do your research, I would still recommend watching it. I'll try to keep it short, like literally like 3 minutes. That way you can just watch it, know where you're getting into. And remember, you can switch around. You don't have to stay solidified to your path. And in the Discord, you have seen the red and blue paths. I'll just show you guys once again over here. Over here, you can talk to either discuss coursework, have any questions, just try to collaborate with each other. We want to try to build a community. You can even go in between the channels. If you're blue, you can go to red. It doesn't matter. Just go see questions and yeah, just be part of the community and discuss. So these paths are meant to be done ideally before the start of spring competition season. Notice I didn't say before the start of spring semester because you can really take your time. Just make sure you get it done at least before we start competing, so that way you have the knowledge base in order to compete. But if you need more time, it's your time, money, and resources. Invest how you see fit. I'm really just doing this for you guys, putting out a lesson plan because it's more structured. People like structure and put in meetings so you can only work on it. So if you want to do more, you want to do more. If you want to do less, it's up to you. But I would highly recommend doing it before spring competition season. So point system. This will be used to track your attendance throughout meetings, workshops, general events. What is this going to determine? If I get sponsorships through outside avenues or through the John Jay, I will put 100% of that money back into the club and back into you guys to invest. So through this point system, I will find who are the most active people in the community, and they will receive first dibs for merchandise, training, and certification sponsorships, and more that I can't think of off the top of my head. But basically, you get priority. If I'm going to do something for the club and I'm going to do something for members, you are going to be the first people I look at if you have the top points. And also, you get a spot in the National Cyber League. So I have 10 game codes that I was sponsored that I'm using for that I will be a part of. So I have 9 other game codes to distribute to other people. So the top 9 people with the most points will receive those game codes. So, and this point value structure is subject to change. So if you have any questions, comments, I will share this link and you will actually be a commentator. So feel free to comment. Hey, I think this area needs more points, these less points. I'm very open to feedback. I love morphing the club around you guys. This is for you guys at the end of the day. I want to make it as best as possible. So you can look through here to see where the points are valued at and what you can do to earn points. And if you say you do something like over here I have any other project extracurricular or something you think that pertains to cybersecurity and building yourself professionally or academically, just let me know and I can give you points for that. I want to know what you're doing. I want to see that you're active. And this really goes for anyone. If you're in person, if you're virtual, or if you're even remote, you still have a chance to participate. And this is why I did this for. And you'll notice here, CTF question completion. And you're wondering, we're in our learning phase, right? So throughout the week, I'm going to be sending CTF like challenge questions. Like say Monday, I'll send 3 OSINT problems, 1 easy, medium, hard. You can do these to get some points. So even if you are ready at an intermediate advanced level, I do have something for you. I have challenges and I also have CTFs lined up for the semester. So I really have something for everyone, whether you're competing, you're learning, or you're doing both. Then you can read through the other. I really want you to develop yourself not only academically, but professionally. And that includes networking as well. So you can see that you can attend other clubs for points and career center appointments. It's really a really great resource that you should utilize. And even submitting applications, just basically show me that you really want to get into this industry and you will get the most points. Now, speaking about competitions, what competitions are we going to be doing? So I tried to aim for 2 each month. And this is how the schedule looks. You will see in the scheduled Discord channel, I will update it to where our next competition is, how to register, and yada, yada, yada. So if you're wondering, hey, I want to compete, where do I go? You can even look over here for the next meeting. Okay, so I want to compete. Once the next competition, it'll be over here, say like POCTF. The link to sign up will be here, and instructions will be followed here. So that's if you want to compete, and that is the schedule for our fall semester. Spring semester, it'll be way different. We're going to be competing way more, but I'll come out with another document and meeting to go over that. And yeah, you can just look through here. It's always going to be on weekends, so Friday through Sunday is the format I chose for these CTFs. And now professional development. Okay, so towards the later of the fall semester, I will have 1 or 2 professionals come in for career workshops, technical interview training, overall mock training. So more information will be coming close to the start date, which will be around late October, November, because I have yet to meet with the professional I'm meeting with since he's pretty busy with projects and work. So we were meeting at the end of the month to see what he is available and how we want to plan the workshops. And also in the Discord, the jobs channel, this is where you can also post. Just make sure to keep it relevant and make sure it's actually a verified job posting. I will be posting, and so will others, a bunch of jobs on here. So if you're looking for internships, full-time offers, part-time, be sure to look in this channel as I will post regularly. And speakers. So speakers are a great way to network and ask questions. Some of you have already gone to it. You can find the information over here. The reason I cleared this out is so I can keep it fresh and you can know what's going on for the week. But if you want to find past speaker recordings, you go to past meeting recordings, and here's where I posted. For those who are not recorded, I will send out a meeting summary and resources, so that way you can still leverage the resources provided. And there's also other opportunities. So within the Computer Science Society, we're doing a behavioral interview prep event, which is Tuesday, October 24th, and an internship application prep Tuesday, November 7th. And this is one of our affiliate clubs, Alpha. It's like stands for Americans in Latin Professional something, but it's open to everyone. And I highly recommend it because they do networking mixtures and professional development events and workshops. So this is like they'll go to Bloomberg, Facebook, or they have an event where all these recruiters come in and you can network, even send in your resume, talk to them, have an elevator pitch. And networking is really going to be your key. It's way easier than submitting an application. You really get your foot in the door. And to join this and to see when events are, Here's the WhatsApp, Instagram. Mainly fill out the interest form, and then from there you get emailed about the events. But I'll also post more stuff like that in the events text channel, so be sure to look out for that. And also, I forgot to mention before, but in the hashtag jobs, I will be posting a video here too, which LinkedIn accounts to follow, and on some tips and tricks I use for connection requests or seeking mentors. So it'll be a short summary of who I follow, what resources I use, and yada yada yada. Now, the final thing, workshops. Okay, so there'll be 2 workshops this semester, and there'll be workshops next semester as well. But focusing on the fall, so where to find information about canceling, cancellation information, or when do we meet. So that'll be your workshop channel, in which I'll post here the registration and details about it, like where we meet, if it's online and in person, but workshops will be always online. They'll always start at 2 p.m. So this is done during community hours, so that way you'll be free. So Blue Team workshops will be every Wednesday, and there's going to be a new one coming out, Webpen Monday. The start date for this is going to be September 25th, every Monday at 2 p.m. Both of the workshops are always an hour long. I try to keep it short, to the point, but you will have homework assigned where we do one module. I'll put you in breakout rooms and you'll work on a module, and if that's not completed during the time, then you have till next week to complete it. And if you miss one of the workshops, also you can go back and past meeting recordings and recaps. And if you scroll up, you can actually see the Blue Team Wednesday workshop number 1 is posted here with the meeting recorded and the links mentioned. Then later on, I'll post the second week, and then so on and so forth. You can find that there. So for Webpen Monday, what are we going to be doing? We're going to be going through Portswing Web Academy, and the end goal is a bursary certified practitioner. However, if you don't want to take the exam, you don't have to. It's mainly for learning purposes. So would I recommend it? If you have the money to spend it, I would say go for it. It really shows your interest, and web is really hot in terms of pen testing, but it's really not needed. I would say wait till an internship or a job and then have them sponsor it for you will be the most ideal method. So what if I already went through Portswing, or what do we do after? So next will be bug bounty hunting and training, in which we'll be start looking for exploits, start getting into more intermediate advanced things of web application exploitation. So that is for Webpen Monday, and now Blue Team Wednesday. So we already started this workshop series. Next week it's going to be workshop 3, where we're going through the second course. And the first phase, the end goal, is a junior analyst certification, which is actually free, which is really nice. But Security Blue Team Training, one of the best Blue Team training providers. And week 3 will be next week. That'll be every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Always online. You saw the Zoom link. It's, remember, over here in recordings. Really good stuff. Even if you're a red team, I would highly recommend this, because we show you how to build a lab, how to analyze it. This would be really great for when you're in that intermediate and senior level and you need to test out new exploits coming out. You can put it in the lab, you can monitor it, see how to remediate it, and maybe see any holes. So what are we going to do after this, sir? Participants will follow a blog series in which we go into more depth with our home lab, and then we start deploying the scene, deploying the firewall. We do some catalytics. We also teach you about the network topology, and we do even more. You'll even set up like a cool little vulnerable web server, and you'll attack it, and you'll also monitor it and try to remediate it. Then after that blog series, we'll have a full complete lab, and in that full complete lab, we're going to be using tools, industry tools, and industry vulnerabilities that are very common. So with our lab, we're going to be using Splunk, we're going to be using cross-site searching, we're going to be doing SQL injection, open source intelligence home lab, whatever you can think of. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. But remember, please vote in the announcements channel. Go over here, react, thumbs up if you want to change the meeting to Thursdays. If you don't and want to keep the meetings till Fridays, please hit the thumbs down. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys.